What's going on, guys? Clay here with the Contractor Marketers, and I want to make a quick video about basically the whole state of everything that's going on and some ideas we had on how businesses in the home improvement space can react. Now, I know you're probably getting a ton of emails about this, webinar requests and registrations and the whole thing, but we just wanted to put together a quick video with some ideas that we've come up with, discussing it with some of our clients and some of our agency friends and partners in regards to ways that you can keep doing business. Because if you're a true entrepreneur and you're somebody that really follows a lot of the big business minds, you know that these are the times and opportunities to really capitalize on the fact that everyone is closing their doors, that people are staying home, and that everyone's doing this whole quarantine thing. So if you're in an area where you're allowed to continue to work, I know there are a couple of areas, mainly in the East Bay and Bay Area, that literally it's like non-essential functions are pretty much cut out for about the next 2 weeks. But otherwise, pretty much if you're in anywhere else in the rest of the United States, you're still allowed to work and continue to serve clients. So a couple of ideas that we've had, and some of these you may have already had, some of these you may have already implemented and might have done, but if you haven't, we at least wanted to share them to give you some insights and also, see if we can give you a little bit of inspiration. So first of all, obviously, this is one of the ones that probably most of you have done is release a statement, right? So something on your social media, to your email list if you have one, even to past clients or current clients, people doing current jobs, is to release a statement about how you're reacting to the coronavirus outbreak, problem, whatever you want to call it. And usually that is increasing your cleanliness, talking about things you already do to make sure it's as clean as possible, and then also talking about some options that you have for people that are afraid to be around basically anyone else. This whole social distancing thing. So making sure that you have employees that aren't coming to work sick, making sure that if anybody is concerned they may be, that they're staying home and so forth. So releasing a statement is huge, that's really important. And then secondly, and an idea that we've had that I think may be helpful for a lot of contractors that are trying to figure out a way to do this, is trying to come up with a way to do basically interaction-less services. So whether it's estimates, whether it's the actual service itself, depending on the type of business you're in, finding a way to do that where you can do it without having to interact with the client, right? So let's say they're on self-quarantine, they're in their house. What you can do is, if you're a pest control, you can say like, hey, what we'll do is we'll just come out, we'll do the service, because typically that's, outside of the house. If it's inside of the house, really making sure that you have our guys wear masks and gloves and they never go to work sick and, so forth. But then also in regards to estimates, if you have to go to the house and take measurements, a lot of times you're shaking hands, you're meeting with people at their door. What you can do instead is say we'll do it all over the phone, all via text, all via video, and you have your sales guys go out there, text them, call them, whatever, say I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and take measurements if they need to get in anywhere, whether it's into the backyard or the garage or whatever, if you're concrete or fencing or, whatever it is, then, asking them hey, can you unlock the gate or whatever. But basically doing it all video based, all text message and phone call based, where you're not actually having to do face to face, because I know a lot of people are afraid of that right now and or are being directed not to do that, especially people that are a bit older, which I know is a big client base for a lot of businesses that have kind of the higher ticket items. So, fence contractors, remodelers, renovations, home builders, the whole thing, right? And then lastly, if you have a service where you're inside of someone's home, right? So painting contractors on the inside, kitchen renovations, bathrooms, you've probably already been impacted with some people canceling projects because they're, they might be working from home, or they're temporarily not able to work, or they've seen a significant hit to their 401k or whatever, and they are just reacting out of fear. And then also people that might be afraid to take action now because they are going, oh, I don't want to interact with, or go out to a design consultation or have them come into my home or be in my home for a significant period of time because they might have the virus, and there's all this information going around about how long it exists and lives on different platforms and so forth. So trying to add in some precautions there, whether it's if you're doing design consultations, maybe going online and doing some video-based stuff, right? If you have a showroom, basically hopping on like a Zoom call with them, face-to-face, you're still getting that interaction, but it's digital now, and then you can kind of walk through some of the design options, sending them links, showing them around your showroom if you're using Zoom on your phone. That would be a really good opportunity for kind of the more design consultation aspect, because these people know that it's going to end in the next couple months or a couple weeks or whatever, depending on the timeline, or at least calm down a little bit. And so continuing to move forward on their projects is really a big opportunity, and offering those different ways to continue to talk with them, that's showing that you care for their safety and well-being, as well as, making that solution now more available to people that might be more reactive than others. So that's a huge opportunity. And then for people that are going into their homes, whether you're already in the process of a remodel, I'm sure a lot of people haven't really put a halt on that, but I'm sure there's probably been some people that have, or there has been some effect, as well as indoor painting and so forth. Making sure that you disinfect after you leave, offering that and trying to really offer those services that are quick, right? So if it's one day, 24-hour installation, or adding on some more guys and prioritizing the projects that you have going on to be able to do them more quickly so that you can get in and out, and then also offer the service of disinfecting the whole thing after you leave. It sounds kind of extreme, and maybe it's something you haven't done or you've been thinking about doing, or whatever it is, wherever you're at. I think the biggest thing is to show that you care about the health and well-being of your employees and your customers. Despite your thoughts where you stand in regards to, the media hyping it up, or, political affiliations, or whatever it is, the biggest thing is caring about the reactions of your customers and where they are emotionally. And right now, a lot of people are unsure, they're, kind of uneducated about it, or there's fear from, just all these different places reporting on it. And the number of cases growing, and just how much on the forefront of society it is. And so it's a really big opportunity right now to just introduce some elements into your business that really show that you're caring about that are appealing to everyone. And it's just an added, the worst that could happen is, let's say you sanitize after you leave with somebody that's like, oh, it's just media hype. You're like, okay, well, we'll do it anyway, right? Like, it's not like you're gonna lose customers, and in fact, you're gonna gain a lot of them. And also now is the biggest time to really start doubling down on your marketing and nurturing clients and building your email list and getting those projects started so that you have a pipeline. If you have things slowing down, now is the time to really pick up and try to double down on getting as many new customers as possible, and just really getting that started, as well as taking this time, if you have some downtime, to really look at your business and go, what are the priorities? Are you investing in getting your website listed more? Are you trying to get reviews? Right now might be a really good time to ask past customers for reviews, as they're going to be at home, they're going to have more time, they're going to be kind of twiddling their thumbs. So trying to get those and get your business really set up so that when this dies down, or when this is over, you're ready to just launch out of the gate, build a new marketing campaign, get started building that new website you've been wanting to build. Start adding in some lead magnets and email nurturing into your marketing, aka like ebooks and so forth, so that you get more of those people who are interested in your service that show up on your website to actually take action in, so that you can contact them. Start really figuring out your marketing budgets and look at your numbers, and this is a really good chance to kind of evaluate your business and figure out those areas that you want to take advantage of, because when everything is dying down, people are closing their doors, people are slowing down, now is the time to just double down on what you're doing and really amp up your marketing, amp up your strategy, start reaching out to customers, be the voice that's out there, because you have a lot of competitors that are taking away their ad budget, that are not communicating with customers as much. And now's the time to really break out of the woodwork and become that voice. So those are our thoughts in regards to how you can respond in a positive way that's really going to help your business to this whole, COVID-19 or coronavirus outbreak, and really start making it a positive thing. Right now is the time that the smart businesses are going to be the ones that are taking action, that are doing the opposite of what the herd is doing, and they're going to ultimately thrive and come out of this even bigger, better, and ready to just absolutely dominate their competition. So those are ultimately kind of the thoughts that we have and the strategies we've come up with. If you're wanting to talk about maybe some ways that you can start implementing in this business, implementing this into your business, really start working on your website and your marketing and get those campaigns set up and going and become the dominant business in your niche, in your area, then hop on a strategy call with us. We'd be happy to talk with you about some ideas that we've had, some ways that you can implement it, and as well as some ways that we can work with you to make this a reality as quickly as possible so that you can really take this, even if you're a small or medium-sized contractor, wanting to take your business to the next level, wanting to keep your employees in the house, keep them employed, keep them on jobs, then this is a really big opportunity to hop on the phone, talk some strategy, and really just take it to the next level. So we look forward to talking to you, and good luck, stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next video.